It's John Robeson. I'm here at Enfield Auto Restoration with the 1971 Iso Lele from the Boch Collection. You can see that we now have the painting all done. The engine is in the car. The wire harness has been threaded into place and in the process of hooking it up. The brake components are in, the steering linkage is in, accessories like the horns and windshield washer. The car has wheels on it now, so it can go up and down because the suspension has all been built, and inside we can see that the wiring, the steering column, the heater AC box, shift linkage, all those pieces are going into place so that we will be able to start putting in the dash and then building the structure of the doors, the floor, and building up the interior. If we can raise this up, we'll be able to take a look at some of the beautiful workmanship under this car. And I'm really proud to show this kind of work off because you can't see it on a show field, but this is really what makes the quality in these jobs. And so you'll see here that we've got a wheel on the car so you can kind of see what it's like, but on the other side, we do not. So take a look at the finishing here. You see how everything is properly finished and redone. There is nothing masked off and painted. This is really what 100-point work looks like. So this is an example of both restoring mechanical function and restoring the appearance. And in other videos, I've shown mechanical restoration only, where the parts still have the patina of age. They may show rust, they may look beat up. Here, all of these parts have been taken off, they've been stripped, they've had whatever's needed to be done to mechanically renew them, and then they've been cosmetically renewed. And that takes a lot of times more than twice as long as doing the mechanical work only. So it's a very, very big deal to do that. And the time this takes is why most restorations are what you might call skin deep or cosmetic only, because you can't see all this kind of work in an auction yard. You can't see it on a show field, but you can surely see it here. So here, there's that great 8-quart oil sump that Iso made instead of the 4-quart sump GM had for this Corvette engine. Here we have the ZF gearbox in place, and that's an early box, old steel or cast iron casing on it. And look how nicely done these floors are now. This shaping of the floors, that's what gives them strength. When you step on the floor, it doesn't sound like you're banging a pie pan because these curves give it strength. And look at this as we get to the back. Isn't that just beautifully done? And check this out. That's a duct to bring air in. Look right down the throat of the duct, and it's pushing air right in there into the brake pads. We've got another duct on the other side. And look at that. Isn't that just really, really lovely work? You see the rear end inside of that? It's just very, very nice. The shocks are redone with Coney. This is always a kind of a small point. You see here we have the Coney labels on these shocks, and these are modern Coney labels. They didn't label them like this in 1971. But at the same time, we're kind of proud that we are able to get and fit the correct part from the actual manufacturer. So you always have to think about it as a restorer. Do I want to leave the manufacturer's present day logo on the part, or do I want to take it off, or do I want to try and reproduce it with something else? And in this case, if you can get a brand new shock made by the manufacturer, a lot of times we'd be inclined to leave it. We see that on tires too. Look at these tires here. These are Michelin XWXs, which they were kind of a legendary performance car tire in our youth all those years ago. And these tires are still in production by Michelin's vintage division. So this tread pattern is exactly what you would have seen in the 1970s. The performance of the tire is better because it uses somewhat more modern materials. And one thing, of course, that's very important is it has modern DOT date coding, and it signifies that it's new. But sometimes the manufacturer will update their logos. And again, we tend to, just roll with that because these are the genuine Michelin tire that is the current version of the exact thing that was on the car. So this is just giving you a little bit of an update and a fuller perspective of some of the mechanical details on the Boch Lele as we race towards completion this year.